Panzer Brick Labs provides great prices on amazing military printed pieces, minifigures, and most importantly, vehicles. So add some spice to your build and check out the link in the description below.
My name is Benicio or the Brick Merchant on Instagram, and this is my mock of Brest, France, 1944. The battle for Brest, France was a battle during August and September of 1944, and took the lives had 10,000 American casualties, and the Americans took it during Operation Cobra to try to siege the port of the city. And during the battle, most of the city was actually destroyed. So that ended up, being a huge loss of life for both sides. I tried to depict both the American and the German forces which were in the town, and also the specific American and German forces, including the 29th Infantry and the 2nd Ranger Battalion. Also the Kriegsmarine and Fallschirmjäger and Luftwaffe German soldiers that were stationed in the city.
Alright, so moving into the city over here, there are lots of different buildings. Can you take us through the process of how you built them, and also how you managed to build the destroyed buildings?
So usually when I started building, I start thinking about the color palette that I want to use for the building. So like maroon and dark tan, for instance. I would use that, and sometimes I would see a picture of a building from the battle, or just in France, or on Instagram, or something that I thought would be a cool idea to depict. So that's when I started to make the building. I usually would sometimes do like a rough sketch of the building itself and then start building. I try to incorporate a lot of masonry bricks and headlight bricks to add some texture and detail into the buildings. And for the roofs, I used a mixture of just like slopes and tiles to diversify the city and add a wider cityscape.
All right, so for the destroyed ones, there are of course lots of details inside, but for the non-destroyed ones, these are all shells, right?
Yeah, they're all shells. I did that to save parts and time, just so I can make more buildings and a larger mock. So there's no real interior on any of them. Only the ones that can be seen as ruined, or maybe have a little opening so you can see inside. But yeah, all of them are shells. Most of them are only like 2-3 sides, so only what you can see is really what I built.
All right, I definitely think that the main highlight in this mock is the incredible use of light in the city throughout the gunfire, and especially throughout the explosion over there in the church. How did you incorporate all of that throughout the mock?
So I really, usually I built most of the section, and then I would tear up some of it and add lights. So for the street lights, I got those off of Amazon, and they're just, fake Lego, but they are street lights. I thought they added, nice kind of personality and civilian aspect to the city to show what it might have been like to live there without the war going on. And for the rest of the lights, they are from Bling Bling Brick, and they're flickering lights, and then some of them are still lights. Those add some variety. Also, I think it kind of brings the mock to life, so it shows really, instead of just being like a bland normal mock, it has some personality, and really just it looks like you're in the battle.
Definitely, and I love how you incorporated all of that. So moving over here, I do see, I really think that the centerpiece of this mock is 100% the church, since you have so many different techniques, and it's very detailed. So how did you manage to make that?
So I got a suggestion from my friend that I should build a church to fill up that space in the back of the mock, and I thought that was a great idea. I based it off of a lot of churches that I saw while I was in France, and I tried to incorporate a lot of different techniques, as in using a lot of texturing on the walls with masonry bricks and headlight bricks. Also, I took a lot of inspiration from Battlefield Bricks on YouTube and Instagram, because I really loved the way that his church turned out in his con project. I tried to put in some dark tan aspects to touch up the walls a little bit and add some color, so it's not just a big gray blob. And for the roof, I used a lot of cheese slopes, a couple thousand, and I mixed in some brown in there to add some color. And for the steeple, I saw the inspiration from Edge of Bricks on YouTube and Battlefield Bricks. So I tried to incorporate like a cross and then some different slanting on that roof.
All right, I love how you made that. I do see that you have a bunch of tanks and vehicles throughout the MOC and the city over here. So can you take us through if you managed to build them, how, and if not, where do you manage to source them?
So some of these tanks are from Panzer Brick Labs, which I find to be some of the best tank builders out there. The rest are from Brickmania, and then there is a Battle Brick tank out there. I think that I really love the way that Panzer Brick Labs make their tanks. I think they look amazing.
Agreed. And then if you move over here, something I personally really liked is this anti-aircraft emplacement trench over here. Can you take us through how you managed to make this curved trench over here?
Sure.
And
so
I really like that.
This flat gun is from Bricks of Valor, and then I did it by some clips, and then there are a bunch of tiles, and then the dark brown tiles are on their side, so it looks like little wooden placements that hold the rest of the trench or emplacement in place. And then I added brown and dark tan to show the different layers of the earth that are in the emplacement.
And then also moving through here, through the green hill over here, I do see that you have some pretty curved looking rock work, or if you could call it like hill work. How do you actually make these?
So some of it is from slopes, just using a lot of slopes and snot techniques. But I also use the net technique, which I think puts some interesting shapes into the MOC, and also allows for me to kind of give it a more natural design, so it doesn't look exactly just like a bunch of slopes. It comes down gradually, but then also has the detail that I wanted to put into it.
All right, well, thank you very much for your time, and hope to see more from you in the future conventions.
Yeah, thank you so much.